After Devon's left-hand match against Vitali, you might have heard that there's been some allegations against Devon, and some criticize his behavior before the go and during the setup, and say that referees at East vs. West shouldn't allow this kind of stuff. On a recent interview that Robert Baxter had with Alijan and Morozov, he made some comments on this, and even talked about the implementation of a new rule against what he called unsportsmanlike behavior.
Is one thing I noticed is that Devon would do the false starts, and because Vitali's so much faster, it does take a little bit of the edge off of your opponent when you false start. But he got called for the false starts, so it's totally legal. So we can't stop that. But what we can do is after the false start is called, he was still hanging on and giving back pressure, which was wearing down Vitali a tiny bit. And so that's going to be called as unsportsmanlike conduct if it continues. That'll result in a foul.
So Devon has recently reacted to this. Check it out.
I have not seen the formal proposal yet. I do not know exactly what the rule change is going to be. East versus West has been typically very tolerant of loading, of pressures, so long as the angles don't radically change. You absolutely have rights to a no load start. If we are about to start a match, the one person's trying to load and the other person doesn't want it, all the person has to do is let their arm go and the match will never start with load. To my knowledge, there has not been a sportsmanlike foul issued in East versus West to this date. And I have been involved in many places, many cases when, someone slaps somebody or hits somebody or certainly goes outside the realm of the sporting contest, and there have been no such fouls called. So it's an interesting point to start the sportsmanlike clear definition of this will be a case where you get a sportsmanlike warning. Because if I'm starting a match, I'm trying to win a match, and I have false started, at what point is this considered unsportsmanlike? Is it immediately when I'm told to stop? Will you have the rights to load? Because the simple thing to do as a competitor is if you've been false started and a warning's been given, you do not have to continue to fight. You can just let your arm go loose and there is no tension on you. You have choice of tension. Is it sportsmanlike to be in a match and intentionally lift your elbow to get out of a match? But I'd caution the referees, and an organization to really think deeply about what they're trying to accomplish. Are they doing it, or are they just making their job more difficult for the referees and for the sports?
So what are your thoughts on it? Do you support Robert Baxter in this decision? Do you think Devon is right? Do you think East versus West should keep a little bit of that flexibility during the setup? Or should they be a little more strict with the things that they allow, more like WAF? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to support this channel, you can subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. That's alright. See you next time.